Hey guys, it's Bree. Last week I did my novels category for my Hugos shortlist, and this is my graphic novels and comics shortlist for the Hugos this upcoming year. As I said last time, I'm only human. I can't read everything, so please leave your suggestions for anything that you think is fantastic and that I haven't read yet, or that is not on my shortlist. I want to be sure I am as thorough as possible when doing my nomination selection, so I'm really excited for your suggestions. The first thing I have on my list is ODY-C. This is by Matt Fraction and Christian Ward. It's a retelling of the Odyssey from Homer, but with all women in space. I'm trying to see if there's a picture I can show you to show you a little bit about the palette. This is a very adult content kind of retelling. There's a lot of nudity and violence, but it's really interesting, very trippy. I really enjoyed reading it, at least. Volume 1 is Off to Far Ithaca. Then I have Saga Volume 5. Volume 4 is not eligible, it just made the cutoff list, so 5 is the one that is eligible for the year. This is a continuation, of course, of the comic series Saga by Brian K. Vaughan and Fiona Staples. It's fantastic. The art in it is pretty stellar. I'm trying to see, it's another one that has some pretty adult content. Like, this is not for your average, probably 13, 14-year-old. But it is a pretty fantastic read. That's a little bit of the art style in it. Fiona Staples, I think, has done a fantastic job. Both of those, by the way, are from Image Comics. I have Miss Marvel, Volume 3, Crushed. This is by G. Willow Wilson. It is a fantastic kind of redoing of Miss Marvel. The previous Miss Marvel is Carol Danvers, who is the new Captain Marvel. And so Kamala Khan is the young woman who takes over the role of Miss Marvel. She's a young Pakistani-American girl. Her family's first-generation American, and she's kind of just going through those awkward teenage years, of course, now with superhero powers. This volume is, I think, one of the ones I have liked most so far. Let's see if I can show you a little bit of the art style. It's fun. It goes back and forth between very bold kind of traditional comic styles and some stuff that feels a little bit more webcomic-y meets anime. It's a really interesting art style. I like that they've been doing it this way. There are plenty of people who are probably going to disagree with me about that description, but it's a fun read regardless. And I would suggest picking it up. Obviously, there are 2 volumes before. Both of those are very good as well. I have From Image, Revival, Volume 6, Thy Loyal Sons and Daughters. This just made the cutoff for this year. Revival is a comic series that I have been reading a lot of lately. It is all about this small town called Wausau, Wisconsin, which is a real town. And in that town, all of a sudden, the dead are coming back to life. It's not entirely clear why. It's not quite a zombie story, but it's kind of... I always think of it as like The Walking Dead meets Fargo, which is perhaps not the best description. This is a very gory book as well. I must have like a thing for gore in my comics or something. Here's a little bit of the art style. This is by Tim Seeley and Mike Norton. It's described as a rural noir. The main character is a detective in the small town. Trying to figure out, of course, why these people are coming back to life and what that means. Also from Image, I think Image has had a great couple of years. I have Black Science Volume 3. I think this is Vanishing Pattern. This is about a scientist who kind of makes a way to travel between the worlds of the multiverse. And so he's going back and forth, but he doesn't really have a lot of control over which universes or when he goes to them. And of course he has his lab team and his children with him in a very dangerous situation, trying to figure out how to go back home. See if I can show you some of the art in this. I have The Deathdefying Dr Mirage by Valiant. This is by Jen Van Meter and Rebecca De La Torre and David Barron. Valiant is a smaller comics company. But they've had some really promising stuff lately. Jeff Lemire, who I'll be talking about in another couple minutes, has picked them basically from the ground up, and they're revamping their whole line. This particular story is about a woman who can go between our world and the world of the dead, and she's kind of trying to keep balance between the two while dealing with her own personal emotional story. You can kind of see this is one of the more muted palettes. I really enjoyed that one. The Deathdefying Dr Mirage is part of why I started following Valiant, and part of why I found Jeff Lemire, who's fantastic. Jeff Lemire's one of his most recent projects, called Descender, is absolutely my favorite comic of the year. This one is the only one I can say for sure is going on my nomination list. There is a bind-up volume. There's a trade paperback volume 1 that's eligible that I'll be nominating. This is the first single issue. It's done in these just gorgeous watercolors. His artist is Dustin Nguyen, who has a fantastic Instagram as well. This is about a little robot AI boy who exists when he shouldn't. For some reason, AIs have attacked Earth, and so this little AI boy shouldn't really exist anymore. They got rid of all of the AIs that had his model, but they find him kind of hidden on this mining planet this mining colony that was totally abandoned. And hopefully he will help them to figure out how to stop the aliens that attack Earth. I just can't get over the watercolor in this. I think it's one of the best pairings for art and story, matching them really well in tone. The art just, I think, is perfect for the kind of story that Lemire is telling. You should read this. I've been pushing this on everyone. If there's nothing else on this list that you read, you should read this. And then I have Nimona. This is by Noelle Stevenson. This is webcomic style. I think Nimona actually was originally a webcomic. This is about a young girl who decides that she wants to be the assistant to a supervillain. She is a shapeshifter and is kind of helping this supervillain to defeat the good guy, or the seemingly good guy. Nimona has a lot of really fun, quirky jokes, and its storytelling is really funny. It also, of course, has a really pleasant level of moral ambiguity while still being family friendly. And people have just loved this. I think it's really understandable why. Let's see if I can show you a little bit of the art. So as you can see, very webcomic-y, very fun. And then the last thing I haven't actually read yet. It's kind of my last one that I know everybody else is talking about, and I've heard just fantastic things about, so I will be reading it to consider, and that is The Sculptor by Scott McCloud. Instead of trying to tell you about a book I haven't read, I'm going to direct you to Amanda Eagle's review of this book. If none of these catches your fancy, she's definitely like the first person you should go and check out for comic recommendations. She's amazing, just super cool and enthusiastic, and runs the gambit on taste for comics. She's great. Check her out. But this is the last one that's kind of on my list. I should be reading this probably tonight, maybe tomorrow night. But there you have it. That's my graphic novels and comics shortlist for the Hugos for 2016. Let me know what's on your shortlist, if there's anything that I should be reading. You know the drill. I hope you're having a fantastic reading week. I'll talk to you later. Bye.